مرحبا, أهلا وسهلا فيكم. Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we're featuring a staple dish, which is Sh-Arieh, or rice with noodles. This dish is paired with many of our dishes that are already included on our blog and with many other Middle Eastern dishes. So let's get started. The ingredients you need are going to be very simple. We use white rice, and you can use any white rice. You can also use brown rice, long grain rice, whatever type of rice that you're used to cooking with. We just always have used white rice. You'll need fine noodle, which is a very fine noodle that you'll find in the pasta section. You'll need salt, olive oil, butter, and some water. I'm using about a cup of rice to a half a cup of noodles to 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm probably about a teaspoon or so of salt and a teaspoon of olive oil. Okay, so on medium heat, you're gonna get your pan heated up, and you'll add a teaspoon of olive oil, you'll add your 2 tablespoons of butter and let that melt together. Now our blog had a half a cup of rice, but we've increased it. We have an extra person tonight for dinner. So I've increased it to a cup of rice to a half a cup of the Sh-Arieh, or the fine noodles. Once your butter's melted, add your fine noodles. And this you're gonna keep an eye on. Those fine noodles will burn easily, but you just wanna stir them up with all that olive oil and butter. Now the butter is a little added taste, so give or take. You don't have to have as much as I put in, or you can use less. You want to use more, you can use more. But again, it's preference to, just like the salt and pepper, it's just to your preference of how you like it. So you'll just keep an eye on your fine noodle, your Sh-Arieh, just to make it golden brown. So this has been about 2 minutes. If you can see how it's starting to get golden brown. You want to try to get your noodles all kind of cooked in same color for the most part. Once the noodles are the color that you wish for them to be, then you can go ahead and add your rice. And then about a teaspoon of salt. Again, you can always add more salt afterwards, and then give these a good stir. My mother's always taught me that when you're adding your water to your rice, always add enough water to cover your rice. So that is nice and blended and looks good together. Now I have poured 2 cups of water, but I'm going to pour just enough water to add and cover my rice, which takes all of 2 cups. Give it another stir. And then when it comes to a boil, we're going to simmer and cover. So once it comes to a boil, you're going to simmer to low heat and you're going to cover. But if you wanted to, I left the salt out. This is a good time too. You can always taste the juice to see if you wanted to add a little bit of salt. Sometimes I feel like I don't add enough. Sometimes I feel like I add way too much. So that's why I always start off with a small quantity. So low heat, simmer, cover up to 10 minutes, and you want to check it before 10 minutes just until the water's evaporated. So it's been about 6 to 7 minutes for me. Now I did check on it a few minutes ago, and this is really what you want to look at your rice to look like when it's completed. Your water's evaporated, your rice is cooked. Now, you know, it depends on the type of stove that you have, the type of pot that you're using. It could take up to 10 minutes. This particular pot that I used only took me 7 minutes. So this is our rice. Give you a closer look. And this is our Sh-Arieh, rice with noodles, which is great by itself, great with some cold yogurt, plain yogurt, or great paired with a lot of our dishes that we already have featured on our blog. There you go, sahtan. And I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as we have.